What's going on? What's going on, fam? This is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. I hope you're having a wonderful, amazing, tremendous day. We're back, continuing our series with the day in life path, and today is all about the number 29. So if that's your number, it's all about you. It's your word, it's your moment, it's your time to shine. And use these numbers as tools, right? There's no cookie cutter approach to these numbers. Always trust your own intuition, do your own research, and a great teacher or mentor will always lead you to a reference or a source so you can do your own research and enlighten yourself so you could be smart too or smarter, right? And that's what it's all about. Because you don't want to waste your time, man. Just being that repeating parrot. So it's all about new knowledge, new information, but at the same time frame, sharing scholarship, right? Leading people to that reference or source. So 29, it's all about you today. And again, I like to keep things as simple as possible. So I like to, again, treat each number like its own separate entity at the same time frame. You're going to reduce them. If it's a master number, make sure you highlight that. And then some people don't like to reduce master number, but for me, I leave no stone unturned. I like to investigate everything. Okay. So I like to really get a nice little warm and fuzzy about the core vibration of the number. And you'll be amazed that, at least to a path of just knowing a little bit more about yourself and how these numbers work, right? And then the way I have things set up with numerology, tarot, zodiac, I mean, I'm just illustrating here that everything is interconnected. There's an interconnectedness to everything, if that's a word, right? But I just want to show you that everything is interconnected. It's all about trusting your own intuition and let that be the guide, right? And let these images here and these pictures that just illustrate something, a story, and present a story for you, because what I see may not be what you see. However, we may share similar, uh, readings, in other words. But long story short, trust your own intuition, guys. Okay. But let's talk a little bit about this 29. So let's break it all down. The number two, again, it's all about this inward creator, the motivator. And then the number nine, it's all about the humanitarian, right? These people have been through, ups and downs, and they know, you know, right from wrong. And they don't really take any mess, in other words. But at the same time frame, these guys are the humanitarian, okay? They are the game changer. They are the light bringers, in other words. And so, with this 29 vibration, I pretty much coined it the enlightened teacher, the light bringer. All right. Again, when it comes to the number two vibration, it's all about your emotions. All right. Balance. All right. And really it's about relationship, partnership, having that little harmony, having that trust and faith in your soul purpose and mission. Then at number nine, it's all about again, the humanitarian. It's all about leadership too, because you've been through a lot of mess, having this vibration, and right from wrong at the same time frame. Don't let your anger get the best of you, because having that nine vibration, you can, tend to have like a little short temper. All right. So that's some, some things that you can work on. But when we break down the tarot here, you have the justice card. This individual, is here, basically letting people know about the great news. They're here to uplift the awareness on the planet. They are operating from the crown chakra. That's what this purple is all about. And hence, this individual has the crown tapped into the pineal gland, because this dude is all knowing, all seeing, right? Enlightened teacher. And, he basically he's going to cut through the chase, add balance, truth, reciprocity, justice, right? Faith, you know, back to the planet at this time. And then, you have this high priestess here just reminding you, like, hey, listen to that inner oracle, the inner deity, that inner voice that's been guiding you from the time you was born. Even though you don't listen to it all the time, you've been trusting in that thing, and that thing really been getting you a lot out of a lot of mess, okay, behind the scenes, right? But and then when it comes to the zodiac, simple breakdown, okay, this is surface level. I'm not going into detail here, but two is again all about resources, teamwork, relationship, partnership, staying balanced, right? And then when it comes to that number nine, again, This is all about the humanitarian, that leader, higher education, really tap into that higher spirituality, right? And then, mind expansion, philosophy, the love of life, man. You just enjoying things, and which entails, that 2 + 9 equals what? 11. You are that individual. You all about, again, awareness, that Aquarius sign, right? You bring some new water to the scene, right? You washing all that old stuff away, and you bring in the truth to people that they can use and get some results with for once, right? And it's all, again, awareness. All right. So let's dive a little bit deep into this number 29. I'm not going to, hold you guys up, right? All right. But let's talk about this number 29. Now, when it comes to this number 29, again, it breaks down to a master number 11, right? These individuals can be, somewhat complicated and often misunderstood. 29-day person that's a natural born psychic, a deep thinker, right? And then these individuals are often attracted to the mystical or unusual profession. That's pretty much why you listen to this presentation right now. Now, 29-day person has a deep love of family and home life and enjoys sports of all kind. They are able to multitask, right? Doing about 10 to 20 things at one time. These individuals are also caring, loving. However, they're sensitive and may have trouble with their self-esteem. And it's okay. Just let people know, like, hey, if I'm not, if it don't look like I'm, feeling myself, give me a little encouraging word, because I can need to pick me up from time to time. And that's why I realized in my experience dealing with this number 11. Okay, guys. All right. But at the end of the day, you have lots of friends around you, and any kind of disagreement is very upsetting for you, number 29 or number 11. Okay. Now 29 people, they having the energy of this master number 11 will find success throughout your life. Now, one of your challenges, is to overcome this self-esteem issue. All right. Because you bring in new information, it can feel uncomfortable because people never heard of this stuff before. And it's pretty much, giving them that deer in the headlights look, right? Like, what are you talking about? And it's okay. But that's why it's so important to point people to a reference or a source so they can see and read, where you're coming from, right? That way they can gather their own perspective, own, point of view, right? And that way you guys can meet each other halfway. And that makes a lot of sense for me along my journey. So let's break down this number 11 before we close, okay, guys? So those born on that have this 11 will make a mark on the world, perhaps in the media profession, right? So use your voice to bring this awareness. You don't have to, uh, work yourself, so hard. You can think outside of the box. Use your voice. Your voice is a powerful weapon, and it's free, right? You don't have to, buy anything. Just, share truth and give people the right information that can help them, give them some results, okay? But all master numbers are very powerful and have volunteered to come back to help the race at this time. Listen to me. All master numbers are very powerful, and you guys have volunteered to come back at this time to help the race, all right? Now, the pathway is often hidden, and one must really learn through experience in both the outer and inner worlds. Now, 11 is a high vibration and needs to keep center at all times. There's a tendency to sway from high to low, spiritual to material, material to physical, practical to impractical. Now, the high energy of the 11 is a fast vibration, which will require some form of outlet where you can really tap into that, active, have that active participation, whether it be through your own profession or some charitable organization. Now, working with others gives the opportunity to be the inspirational leader this number represents. And the number 11 must remember to set an example for others to learn from. Okay, again, you are the enlightened teacher, the light bringer. You bring in new information to people. All right. Now, the number 11 can be a leader when its vibration is raised to the 2 ones that compose it. A desire to uplift others, bring the master teacher. For true mastery is service to others for you. Okay, service to others. True mastery is for you. All right. Now, if the 11 does not respond to the higher vibration, it will be working on the lower levels, which is the number 2, right? That's all about teamwork, partnership, helping people. You're not really leading people per se, but you're that cheerleader. All right. So it's up to you. All right. But either way, you have to be of service to others. Everybody start from somewhere, so until you feel like, hey, you are that leader now, but sometimes you have to grow into that role. The universe is going to put you in the right position that you need for your own personal development, as long as you're open to receive the lessons, right? Now, the need is always to raise that number 2 to the master 11 vibration and respond to the higher energy of the visionary, and bring the spiritual messenger as the master teacher. When man reaches the highest stages, he responds to the master forces of the 9, 11, and 22. Now, when these forces become fully active in man or woman, right, he or she acquires the ability to create new conditions, a new body, a new life, all in harmony with the divine image in whose likeness he or she was fashioned in the beginning. Okay. Now, numbers 11 and 22 vibrate to all tones of the musical scale. They also respond to the entire planetary octave as well. Now, Masons have taught that 11 is the most important number because with the possession within the two unites equilibrium, right? It's balance. One may come into possession of all things. So 11 then becomes the priestly messenger again, right? Bring all, to all mankind the glad tidings of great joy. Like I mentioned to you before here on the screen, you are the enlightened teacher, the light bringer. All right. Now, 11s and 22 are the secret workers of the cosmos and the universe. You guys are silent, like to be alone. It's okay because you're working on something, right? And you finna present, some new information to people that's gonna pretty much blow the, not really blow their mind, but gonna, shock their awareness, right? It's gonna be outside of their circle of awareness. Now, the workshop, you guys' workshop is the cosmos, and your tools are the latent force of divinity reside in the heart of all life. Okay, that's how you tap in. It's the heart. Remember that, 11, and everybody else that's listening in. Now, 11 braces the opposite of both heaven and hell, which both vibrate to the number 11, guys. Now, the upright columns before the entrance of every mystery temple, Masonic included, are synonymous of the power and purpose of the 11. That's what you see here, these two pillars, right? See, that's the number 11, guys. All right. Now, again, now black and white are the colors of the 11 as well. You see this on the screen, black and white, signifying truth, latent, and active, hidden, and revealed. All right. Violent also brings to the, to 11 and signifies the illumination, which the spirit, right, which the spirit gains through sorrow. 11 develops soul power through loving, selfless service. Now, there are many places where you can find the master number 11 on your own chart, guys, okay? Pay attention to your chart. You are born on, certain days, certain month, right? You may have it in your name, so don't exclude your name, right? Time of birth, no. All of these are very important for you, all right? And then let's talk about, as we close, let's talk about the day number, okay? All right, when it comes to the day number, the 11 is a karmic number, and those under influence will experience many challenges in their lifetime. All right, because you're the light bringer. It is also a master number indicating that you will excel in any job where you are helping others. Okay, 11-day number individual are drawn to assist others in their understanding and understanding of themselves, because you raising the awareness, and it often sets themselves up as the fall guy, for others, as their energies can rise or raise above, the mundane to excel on the higher levels of spirituality and inner knowing, right? 11s will sometimes sacrifice their time and energy in the pursuits of uplifting and enlightening people on a day-to-day basis. These people spend much of their time and their minds on esoteric and spiritual information. That's why you listen to this presentation right now. You guys are very highly intuitive. And it's okay, you want to isolate yourself from time to time. That way you can really tap in, to your spirit, to that inner voice, that inner knowing, that God force energy source, right? That way you can really, and your ancestors, that way you can really get these messages. So as we close, let's talk a little bit about this life path 29, really 11 vibration, okay? And it's another video that will go a little bit more into detail too, with the number 11, then 2, right? If you want to reduce it even further. But when it comes to this life path, you guys gonna tend to live a life of extremes in their quest to find balance between rational and irrational. And they will often pursue the most, eclectic of, spirituality or different cultures, right? But these guys, you guys are visionaries, period. You great students, you natural psychics, mystics, healers, teachers, writer, musician, artists, you name it, you all of that in a bag of chips. I got to be honest with you. And many of you guys are wounded healers who are at some point in your life suffered, some devastating experience that's going to really catapult you to your back on your destiny life path. All right. It's going to really propel you, to your highest vibration with this number 11. Sometimes, I'm not going to say sometimes your breakdowns in reality is your breakthrough in the sky, because those, real hard times are basically setting you up, you know, for the next level, because you learned a lot of lessons, right? You learning, about things that you shouldn't do, things that you can work on to do better, because we can always get better, than we were yesterday. That's the ultimate goal, man. And I mean, I'm just keeping it real with you with that. That's the ultimate goal. You always want to be better than you were yesterday. Keep learning new information, and that's what it's all about. But just to do a quick recap, guys, you know, your challenge is to overcome your self-esteem issues, any kind of issues with jealousy. Make sure you protect your energy, because you're gonna give a lot of people great information. You're gonna help a lot of people with their awareness at the same time frame. Don't let them drain you. Make sure you let them read for themselves instead of, teaching them everything. Okay. Make sure you monitor your energy, all right, and your time. All right. Lead people to a source. That way you're not constantly repeating the same thing over and over again, because that can become tiring and dull for you. And you don't like, dull moments or the routines. That's one thing about you, okay? But your main theme, again, is to help heal the world in any way you can. The 11 is a master spiritual number, giving you great intuition, psychic abilities. When you enter a room, there's an energy about you, okay? You have a great sense of humor, and use your anger as fuel to level up. What do I mean by that? What you focus on grows, guys. So like if somebody upset you, and you really don't agree with what they're doing or what they're saying or whatever the case may be, instead of focusing on, revenge or just that person in general, at the same time frame, you're like, okay, will this even be worth it, in the next, day or two or a year from now? And then at the same time frame, what does the winner get? Is there a prize for this, this anger that you putting out there towards this person, right? And at the same time, right, at that same damn time, you could have wrote a book, you could have did a video presentation like I'm doing right now. You could have read a book, you could have watched another lecture. In that same time and that same energy, you could have manifested something else. So remember, a lot of people want your attention. They're gonna want, you know, to level up off of you, for free. Okay. So don't let that happen. Okay. Lead people to a source, and make sure, let people know that your time is valuable. Okay. I had to say that. But at the end of the day, trust your intuition, but utilize these 7 hermetic principles daily. Law of correspondence, use them all daily, right? What you focus on grows, all is mental. All right. Everything starts in the mind before it manifests in the physical. All right. Share your knowledge and wisdom with people. Repetition is the key. I promise you, you will learn more from this presentation than you learn from quite a bit of things, but it's all about repetition. 30 days doing the same, going through, your numerology and learning about these numbers. And then you hit that 90-day mark, you will thank me later. But, with these 7 hermetic principles, these are your keys, okay? But again, don't believe anything I'm sharing, I'm telling you, but I'm just sharing my experience with you. But at the end of the day, your experience is nothing more than life lesson to test you and for you to pass. This will enable you to progress positively along your path. Again, everything you've been experiencing in life to this point where you listen to this presentation are nothing more than life lessons to test you and for you to pass. And this will enable you to progress positively along your path. One more time for the people on the sides, right, and back. The reason why you're here right now, you are the enlightened teacher. You the light bringer. You're here to change the game and wash away all that bad juju, right? And we're here to, raise the frequency, raise the vibration, and, you know, raise the awareness and really love on each other the right way, okay? That's the way we have to do this. But at the end of the day, let's have fun. Let's have fun. Let's have fun. Always trust your own intuition, right? Your thoughts, your belief, your words, your energy, and action will always equal your reality and your results. Keep your money in check during this time frame, guys. Look into Coinbase, a couple other cryptocurrency platforms, but on Coinbase, you can take little quizzes as you learn about different cryptocurrencies for free, and they will pay you just to take the quiz, and you earn some money at while you learn. How convenient is that, right? And then also really investigate, dollar cost averaging monthly, weekly, daily, and also look into dividend stocks too. All right. All of your favorite stuff like Nike, these companies will pay you, just for investing a couple of dollars into, their company, you know, and it's all about compounding, guys. So we got to work smarter, not harder, right? But at the end of the day, guys, I really appreciate you. This is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. We'll be continuing our series with the number 3031, and we will start our new series so you can do your own forecast, so you can add some more predictability to your life. And you're not going to predict the future. However, you can put yourself in balance and harmony with the ebb and flow of the universe. Okay. That's the best way to say it. But this is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. Be sure to click the like and subscribe button down below. I appreciate you guys. Until next time, stay grateful and focused, fam. Peace.